Back to school season is here. We have a super busy classroom right now, a ton of brand new faces, and we haven't had the chance to get to know them yet. What better way to get to know these brand new students for a brand new school year than through their writing, right? But what happens when we ask our students to go sit down, put pencil to paper, whether it's for that first informal writing task or their first personal narrative? And they stare at us like deer in headlights. My name's Suzanna. I'm one of our literacy product specialists here at Amplify. I'm a former CKLA teacher from Southeast Tennessee, and this was something I encountered far too often at the start of a new school year. I would ask my students to go do that first writing task, and they would just kind of look at me. Either they didn't have something to write about or they were having a hard time expressing their ideas. When we encounter this at the start of a new school year or at any point in the school year, the first thing we can do is go back to the research. We know that in order for my students to demonstrate skilled reading, they have to be able to, one, demonstrate proficiency in word recognition and demonstrate proficiency in language comprehension. They cannot demonstrate skilled reading without both. We have the same structure and view when it comes to writing. The simple view of writing tells us that students must be masters of both transcription and composition in order to demonstrate skilled writing. Transcription being that mechanical piece, can I hold my pencil appropriately? Can I produce the handwriting strokes I need to in order to form the letters for the words I need to spell? Do I have that spatial awareness in the print concepts? Do I know that I start with a capital letter and I have finger spaces between my words? We also need composition, that artful expression, being able to generate ideas, organize our thoughts, rely on and lean on that breadth of background knowledge to influence our word choice and our vocabulary. Without both, I can't demonstrate skilled writing. So when I notice my students are having a hard time with their writing, they're staring at me like deer in headlights, I can do one of two things. I can either support them with their transcription or I can support them with their composition. Obviously, we can also do both, but for today's purpose, we're going to focus on one or the other. As elementary school teachers, we are really comfortable supporting students with their transcription skills. I can help you put your finger spaces in words. I can help you spell the words. I'm calling out those spellings so you can produce that word on paper that you have that you want to spell out. But composition takes a little bit more thought and intentionality. Here's a couple ways we can lean on and support our students' composition in these early days of the school year. When I'm looking at a lesson and searching for opportunities that are already integrated into my instruction to continue to support my students in their developing oral composition skills, I'm looking for activities and questions and lesson segments that are encouraging students to use academic, that tier 2, and domain specific tier 3 vocabulary, as well as the more formal types of academic syntax like we've been exposed to throughout our CKLA instruction. The first place I'm always looking are my discussion questions, both the ones that are built into my reading, whether I'm doing the read aloud in K1 and 2 or we're reading together in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, as well as the discussion questions at the end of that reading segment. As you're stepping back into your CKLA instruction this school year, I challenge you to look for those opportunities to get your students talking to one another. That might look like trading out one of your discussion questions every single day, from a popsicle stick or a quick hand raise to a turn and talk or a walk and talk or a table talk or a think, pair, share, whatever routines you've leveraged in the past. Let's give our kids those opportunities to take ownership of language first before we ask them to go and put that down in print. However, you're choosing to support your students in their transcription and composition skills this back to school season, from everyone here at Amplify, thank you for your hard work and your dedication to your students and their literacy journeys. Happy back to school.